Hi, Gail here. Welcome to the beginning of April 2023. You are with Radio Hawke's Bay, and I am here to give you information from a spiritual psychic, noetic scientist perspective. This is to help you in your life, in your personal life. We've had a really interesting year. The cyclone that has happened, we are still recovering from. You are still maybe dealing with. For some of you, you're a little bit back to normal, but you know things aren't really normal, especially with friends that are still going through it. And April's the month when you look at more structure, things that make you feel secure, safe. April's when you can start to put plans in place, one step at a time. It's a good month to just follow your feet and follow through. Most of those steps will actually help consolidate your feeling of sort of like normalcy again. We do cards for April, which I'll do for you shortly, just to see what's coming up as far as anything interesting, and we're looking for exciting at this point, as exciting good actually. But just on another note, there's a few things coming up for April, but I only focused on one day in April as being significant. And for the first time in 166 years, we have Jupiter and Neptune on the 12th of April, and this sparks something really interesting. So we have this mystical slash creative energy that comes in. It's like a mystical creative renaissance, if you like. So you will explore your beliefs. You will also explore your perceptions. It is around art, it's around spirituality, and it's quite interesting because last night I often before a show think, what will I discuss, what will I talk about? And generally it's because at a time when I'm like, what? When I have absolutely no idea. And generally I never have to worry because it just comes out. But one of the areas that I was contemplating talking about was spirituality. So I'm going to try and remind myself to do that for the middle of April, simply because with Jupiter and Neptune from the 12th, that will be round about the exact time when the spiritual aspect comes in for you all. This is about discovering your own spirituality, your own sense of what that is, your own views on that, beliefs around that. And you might feel curious to look it up, to start reading something. Just see how you feel. It's an automatic response generally that you feel. It's not like I'm telling you to go and explore your spirituality. It's just like you'll feel like doing it, like it's a natural part of your next process, your next interest to do it. So self-care practices as well comes into it, and then maybe even exploring your own creative areas, talents, finding out something new about yourself that you can do creatively. I mean, creativity is a lot of different things, and it can be changing the furniture around in the lounge. It can be feeling like planting the garden in a different way or putting in new plants. It can be actual painting or sculpturing or trying something new like that. It can be art, and it can be music, and it can be all sorts of uplifting things that are more fun, that don't matter so much, not quite so serious. So that's a significant point for April. And then what I'm going to do is look at the cards and just see what we get for April 2023 and what's coming up that may be of interest. Just see to get the general run of the month. I'm doing the same thing I did in February. I'm just dropping a card to the side. If you saw the video in February, then I did it then as well. So, in case we've got influences that have carried over. So what I'm going to do, because for some of you, your life changed, your whole life, and some of you lost absolutely everything, had to move somewhere else that was temporary, and that is not easy. It shifts your consciousness. Things may line up a bit better because of that come 12th of April onwards. So it'll be interesting to see what evolves for you and what changes come into your perspective, to your life, to your views and to your beliefs around yourself and the world, systems even. So let's have a little look. April. What have we got for April? I haven't ignored the card at the side completely. I am just interested to see what I can expand on that with later. So let's have a little look. I'll get one more card for April. I'll get another card for April because this one says what we already know, that the healing of our area is going to take time. The healing of many people's lives is going to take time, but it's a beautiful alchemic process. So the alchemy is the ability to turn lead to gold type of alchemy. So it means that what was kind of a lead aspect to it, but what is evolving, what is progressing, what is becoming and being created is something a whole lot better. Right. So April 2023. So a lot of you there's a lot of feminine energy around in the month of April. I said about that creative energy, the card that I've got is the Empress, that actually says you can be much more effectively active, creative, you can be involved with your environment a whole lot more. That is, even if you are looking at, saving the rubbish aspect of the planet or doing something yourself that you know is caring for the planet, is more nature-based, is more earth-based, is more connected. So a lot of you will feel more connected to the earth, to the actual plants, trees, grass, animals aspect of our lives, and maybe a bit more than previously. It says that there is a lot more that you can expect to come your way in the way of not just money, but generosity from people, or it's just a flow where things come to you more easily and not expected, but it just arrives. It's there's more of it. It's actually the abundance card. It's the Empress. She's beautiful. It means that you yourself as well will be at the top of your game. You will be able to feel good about who you are. You'll feel like the mother, the nurturer. You'll feel like growing and nurturing things. It's not so much the providing, it's just the interacting with your resources a lot more easily, and them coming to you, things flowing to you a lot more easily. And definitely from April 12th it says. And for you if you've not felt any kind of creative buzz, this is when it can start. And it sticks around for a long time. It travels through all of the astrological signs. So this is our Jupiter-Neptune association. It takes a long time. It takes about 12 years to travel through each sign. So it hangs around for a long time. It's a nice little creative buzz. Even if you have never kind of felt creative at all, you might just feel like doing it. You'll also feel like you want to be noticed, that you want people to take notice of you. So looking at, and we always say this, dress to impress. Do something with your hair. Do something different with your clothes. Do something that gives you that, you know how you get that lift when you've got something new and it just, it just makes you feel good. But do something for yourself where you feel that femininity again. Another card for April. Sorry about the ums, by the way. Another card for April. Another car for April. There you go. Some of you will have a car. As in a new car, different cars. Things around vehicles happening in April as well. So we have the Chariot, which represents travel. So some of you will be travelling. Actually, I'm travelling when I think about it. I don't go many places, but I'm travelling as well this month. So we have travel for some of you. We have dealings with your vehicles, and it doesn't say negative or positive, but because we've got the Empress, it says it's productive. It's giving you the feeling that things mean something to you, that you matter. The other card that I pulled out was the Temperance card, which actually is the Alchemy card. It is the card that says there are some processes in action at the moment which seem to be inactive because it doesn't seem like a lot of things are happening. It's slow, steady, complicated progress. But it is progress being made. It's just going to take a lot longer than we would like, but it's worth it. Temperance always says the outcome is absolutely worth it. Do what you can and allow the process to go without too much stress or worry around it. Now, there is a card that came out. My voice is gone. See, I have this thing. I put this card to the side in February, beginning of February. So I'm going to expand on it simply because I am curious. With the other cards there as well, lending a hand, I'm just going to put the cards back together. For those of you that can't see this, that are on the radio, I'm just putting the cards back together, and I'm only putting the ones that tell the biggest story back together. These are the major cards, and the card that I've got I will reveal shortly, maybe. So I want to see in April what this represents for us. Now I'm shuffling because it's just a different way of me selecting, and at the moment you're just going to hear a little bit of shuffling. Nothing's come out yet. Maybe I have to include all the other cards. So I'm looking at the screen and it's going upside down, up the right way, upside down, up the right way. flashing in and out. Never mind. Not quite sure what that's doing, but we did get a card that came out. Oh, okay. Right. I like this. Now I will tell you what the card is, even though I'm looking at myself upside down. So the card that came out is the Tower card. It's the card that says there are sudden changes that come in. But this is different this month. Instead of it happening to you, this is that you are able to make quite dramatic changes in your life. If you put in a little bit of effort, if you follow through with your original goal. The magician says magic is possible, anything is possible. And because we've got that mystical, creative Neptune and Jupiter coming in, it works in exactly the same, but it also says there can be sudden changes. It's settled down now. We just had a moment when I was shuffling with our video aspect going, yeah, a bit weird for a while. So everything is energy. I know that my energy affects technical things at times. Also, people in spirit affect radios. I'm saying radios, but TVs, music, stereos, phones, all that kind of stuff. So it's a way that they let us know that they're around. It's easy for them to let us know that they're around. So this is good news for April. So while progress might look to be quite slow, you have, it's like you can feel a lot better. You can relax a little bit. You can, it's like smell the roses a little bit more, get in connection with, do your gardening, do things that have a meaning, that matter, that make a difference. You can see a difference. And when it comes to your work life and when it comes to maybe your lifestyle, it says that you can make some pretty profound changes this month if you just kind of put a little bit of effort into it. And I personally myself get a little bit on the effort side of it, because you get tired with life sometimes, and as you get older you just seem to get, well anyway I do, a bit tireder. And so the effort part of it doesn't sound good, but this really is just saying you, at this moment, you've got everything at your fingertips. You can utilize all of your skills, all of your abilities to actuate and bring to realization things that you want in your life. So in some ways this could be even maybe lobbying governments, or people in positions that can do things that are effective in your community, that give big help to recovery processes, all that kind of stuff. If you do it, there can be some surprising outcomes, and this really is what it's saying. So we can look at the travel part of it. So interesting too, because relationships will be a little bit of a feature again this month. They were in February, but a little bit more this month. And it's to do with closeness and reconnection. And if you're watching this, you're going to be the one in the relationship that can actually build that closeness. Maybe by doing things a little bit creatively, a little bit outside this routine and the normal that you do, just to spark it up a bit, just to, I don't know, get things moving a little bit. So I'm just going to, now see, I'm shuffling the other cards for these. That's interesting. I'm shuffling the minor cards now to actually expand a little bit on our travel. Just see what comes out. The travel and the slow processes, but good things coming out of it. We'll just have a look. We had a few cards that come in. It says move forward with confidence. It says partnerships are very useful, very worthwhile. There will be papers to be signed. You will have a lot clearer focus and perception about what decisions you need to make. A lot more clarity of purpose this month. So all in all, April is looking really quite good. There is an aspect of unexpected events. Generally though, you can make the best of them. So whatever happens, just do what you need to do and it can have better results than you think. I am Gail. I am available for private sessions, for readings or life coaching. My phone number is 027 4166 545. And on that note, namaste, take care, have a wonderful couple of weeks, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time.